Did you get pissed off at anyone for not being there or handling it wrong?
I was such a fucking asshole.
But you're
I would just like to take this time to issue a public apology. There are many people that I was rude to, unkind to, direct to camera. There was. Like, there really was. Grief sometimes does not make you a better person right away. Grief sometimes is so painful that you are the absolute worst version of yourself. That was me. I was expecting people to know the steps to a dance they didn't know they were doing. I wanted them to be fluent in a language that I was still learning. I wanted them to show up for me, and I made it impossible for them to show up to me because when they asked how I was, I said I was fine. I was lying. Turns out I'm an amazing actress, call me. I had everybody convinced, right? And then they weren't there, and I was so mad. Aaron was dying. You know, our house was like, it was like the most horrible and most beautiful days of my life because our house was just filled with people like there, like just showing up, sitting quietly, drinking coffee in the living room, sometimes sitting with him, sometimes sitting with me, sometimes sitting with our baby. And my mom lit a diptyque candle that was purely for show. It was a gift. I couldn't afford to burn it.
Diptyque candle?
It's a diptyque. It's very expensive.
Diptyque. Got it.
It's very expensive, David. It was a gift. Okay.
Diptyque. Come on.
Yeah. I was like, that candle. Like my husband is literally dying in the other room. And I was like, why the fuck are you like this candle? Like off my rocker. I like go in there and he's like, why are you yelling at your mom? I'm like, well, when you hear what this bitch did, like you will be on my side. It's like she lit a candle. Like she lit a candle. Get a grip. But yeah, I was truly like awful because the rage is easier to feel than the emptiness and the sadness. And I had never seen grief. I'd lost a grandfather, a grandmother, an uncle, all on my mom's side. And after the funeral was over, so was the crying. And then we never talked about them ever again.
Ever again?
Not really. No, maybe once or twice. It's like,
choice?
Yeah, I don't know. It just was like, I never saw like that. I truly thought that grief was meant to be resolved and like healed from quickly, right? Like you throw the dirt on that and then you all walk away and then you have a lunch in the basement of the church. And if you're in the Midwest, that is potato salad, many mayonnaise-based salads.
As you do, yeah, as you do.
Okay. Ham sandwiches. Okay.
Not a big ham guy, but okay.
Me neither.
Thanksgiving ham.
Ham sandwiches, slopping on some mayonnaise salads, and then it's just kind of over. And I just was totally unprepared for like the living with it part. And the fact that when the funeral was over, I'd have to come home to a house and be like, I'm home to nobody but my baby, and there was just no one to call on the way home. And there was no one to watch our son grow with. And there was no one to hook up the Apple TV. Turns out it's just plugging it in. But I really was like beside myself, like I'll never watch TV again.